See that picture. Welcome, Grizzly fans, to today's quarterfinal matchup, NHIAA Division I football between the #1 seed Bedford Bulldogs and your hometown Goffstown Grizzlies. With a record of 9-0, the Bulldogs come in today with an undefeated record. Grizzlies are 6-3. I'm Al Potvin, voice of the Grizzlies. Joined with me is Broden McCune. Broden, welcome.
Hi, Alan. So I was here last week.
Last week, yes.
And I'm taking over for Scott this week, not Alan.
You took over for me last week. Scott is out today, and we're just about getting ready for kickoff.
So something peculiar about today's game, we're actually not in Bedford. We are sitting in our own GTV studio, nice and dry and warm. It's beautiful. It's great.
Bedford kicker Matty Lucatoni getting set to kick all the way down the field. That's going to go out of bounds. No, nope. just inside at the 1. Grizzlies will take over 1st and 10, first possession of the game.
Looks like it's more at the 10. I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Do they get it at the 25? I think they take it at the 25, don't they? Or the 20?
I don't know. 20, 10, depending on where the ref, I couldn't figure out, depending on where the ref was.
Well, Grizzly fan, just a quick observation that Broden and I made. When the captains came out to the field, we saw Charlie Keith, the captain, #2, not dressed today.
So that means we're going to see Jared Hinault.
I got to believe we're going to see Hinault right there. Tight formation here, really tight.
Double wing formation, I believe it is.
Grizzlies are going off the tackle, and we're picking up about maybe 4 yards, but interesting play. We haven't seen that all year, Broden. It was such a tight formation, no wide receivers.
So that formation, I believe, is a double wing, which throws in 2 extra linemen in, and it's just used for power runs right up the middle.
You'd get the impression that it's definitely on the goal line, but look, again, and it looks like they even have
Evan Cuddy out on the line.
That's a pitch right up the middle, picking up more yardage on the play, maybe about 3 or 4 on the play. That's 43 on the carry. That is that's an unusual number to carry the ball. That's Hager, and Grizzlies off to a decent start.
So we've got Locke, Rush, Baxter, LaFave, Cuddy, just to name a few out there on the line at the moment. And you've got 2 lining up right now, 39.
So Cuddy has a different number altogether.
Yeah, 10.
That's a pitch over to Stinnett. He's wrapped up right away. He lunges forward. Broden, he might have a first down.
I think he does, depending on if we can see it on the camera angle.
No, I think he's got to get it to the 31. Yeah, they're moving the sticks.
Yep.
Grizzlies changing things up a bit here today with different formation completely. Plays that we haven't seen all year. Coach Huff certainly taking out the bag of tricks today.
Yeah, he just made a spin and lunged out of that tackle.
Hinault, again, tight formation right up the middle.
Oh,
and he breaks the tackle. That's Juno, but he fumbled. That he's going to be down. We'll see that on the replay, but I certainly think he's down there.
The ground cannot cause the fumble in this point.
Yeah, let's take a peek at this.
So, looked like he was already down.
And then the ball comes loose. Certainly not a fumble there.
Even if the ball was hit loose as he fell, the ground cannot cause a fumble.
Looks like he picked up a first down, so we're 1st and 10 again for the Grizzlies. Opening this drive in the first half, really strong, different formations. Hinault under center, not in the famous shotgun. Pitches it again. This time he's out. He picks up again about maybe 2 yards on the play. That's Juno.
You can tell just by the way Bedford is running their defense that they were not at all expecting this from Goffstown.
I agree, Broden. It's almost like they've been taken by surprise.
Yep.
You know, this is a completely different formation. You know, what's interesting and of concern, certainly coaches thought about this, but you got a lot of players now that are going to be playing both sides of the ball.
Yes. Usually in high school football, you see a lot of pro sets where you've got 3 or 4 receivers wide and triplets and stuff like that, but this is something different.
Yeah, just take a peek how they're all lined up. That's Hinault, hands it off right up the middle. We're going to pick up maybe 1 yard on the carry, if at anything. Who was on that? That looks like it was 39, Broden. I've never even said 39 all season. Who's number 39 for the Grizzlies?
Josh Picard, I believe.
All right. Well, it brings up 3rd and long for the Grizzlies. Here we are, 3rd and long. Hinault still going under center, not in the usual shotgun that we've seen all season. Hinault, pitch out to Stinnett. He breaks the tackle. He bumps to the outside. He cuts back into the middle. He's going to be about 3 yards, maybe 4 yards shy of a first down. Grizzlies will have to punt here. They're at about the 45, 46-yard line.
Watch Jarrett Hinault get downfield. You don't see a lot of quarterbacks get downfield and block for the running back.
Exactly.
And he's a sophomore, too. He doesn't have the size or the speed that some of these players
They're
have.
going for it. It's 4th and 4 for the Grizzlies from their own 40. Oh, boy. We're going to get flags and we got laundry. I think that's going to be on the Grizzlies.
Yep, that's going to be Jared Hyden right there. Taking a little bit of a step forward onto the line. Right about here. Yep.
Yeah, what a finger point in there. That's going to bring the Grizzlies back quite a bit, almost to the original line of scrimmage. Just shy. I think it's going to be about 4th and 9. Maybe, yeah, no.
4th and 8.
Yeah, 4th and 8, 4th and 7.
So Exeter actually runs a similar
They do.
offense, and it's called the double wing. So.
Smart play here. Grizzlies decide to go for the punt. Remember, it's wet, it's rainy, high snap. Lefebvre gets a good kick on that. Good leg on that kick all the way down. That's taking a Grizzly bounce all the way down to about the 5-yard line, the 6-yard line. Bulldogs will be 1st and 10 from their own 6. Grizzlies defense comes out on the field.
That's Colby Putnam who picked that punt up. He's the long snapper. He got down there pretty quick.
Yeah, he sure did. This is going to be interesting. Here is a quick little update from Merrimack and Nashua. 9:05 left in the second quarter.
Still no score.
Still no score. Last time those two teams played, bro, and I think they were within 8 points. They both have the same record, 7-2, and that's going to be a terrific matchup to keep an eye on today, because the winner of today's game will play the winner of Merrimack and Nashua North next week, which is November 10th at 1 p.m., the home of the better seed. So here we go. Here's Morgan in the shotgun. Morgan, I think that's right to Toscano. No, that's not across the 10. That's number 7. That is Legullion. And he's up to about the 14-yard line.
So Legullion is actually listed as a tight end and linebacker.
Yeah, you're going to see most of the running today from Toscano and Legullion, and Morgan taking the snaps. Morgan is certainly number 2 there.
Usually you do not see tight
Morgan
end
handoff
sweeps.
right to number 5. That's Mumfini.
But he's going to be wrapped up by Evan Cuddy there, who's now wearing 10 instead of the normal 78.
Yeah, that's an unusual. Maybe they have something planned. Maybe he'll be an eligible receiver downfield.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, wrapped up nicely for a loss of yardage on the play. Grizzlies doing a great job on the opening defensive drive.
Maybe he'll be running the ball a little bit.
I'd love to see something like that.
I think we talked about that in an earlier game about Evan Cuddy or Picard or something.
Grizzlies defense looks like they're trying to mix it up and run all over the place. Morgan looking to go back there. It's Baxter. He has him at the end zone. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
3 or 2?
Grizzlies defense really applying the pressure.
That was very close. Probably about a foot away from being a safety there. Baxter almost had a hand on him, and he just couldn't get to him.
Force him just right out of bounds. That's 4th and 13. Boy, Grizzlies defense really putting it on the Bulldogs. Bulldogs are finding themselves in a precarious situation. Their punter is all the way down
at the back of the end zone.
Yeah, he is. He's at the back of the end zone. If Grizzlies could get the ball here, excellent field position. It's a good snap. Oh my gosh, almost blocked right there. Excellent kick for the Bulldogs. Received cleanly at the 40.
That's
now
Jonathan
he's at the
Texera.
30. Teixeira inches forward to about the 27-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10, knocking on the Bulldogs' door.
That was a pretty good punt. He got
a good leg on that.
Yeah. Even though
look at who was that almost got that block. Boy, great pressure all day today so far.
That looked like a gunner, so I'm gonna guess Putnam or someone in that
slot position
area.
that goes on right on the outside. And Teixeira moves it forward.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Putnam looked like he was downfield a little bit earlier there, so I'm going to guess it was Colby Putnam who was there on that block.
Grizzlies from the 29-yard line of the Bulldogs, 1st and 10.
Excellent field position.
Great field position. Hinault in the tight formation again.
A lot of misdirection.
Stinnett picking up 5 yards on the carry. This has been productive.
Yeah.
You wonder where a coach like Huff comes up with an idea like this, Broden. You know, I mean, we haven't seen this all season. I mean, was this a video? Was this something that he thought could work and he decides to just sit on it and wait till the playoffs?
We have these two very good running backs.
Hinault pitched to Stinnett. Stinnett inching forward, getting to the back of the line of scrimmage. I think maybe he picked up 1 yard on the play. It's going to bring up about second and about 6 yards to go.
So we have two very good running backs, and we rarely see them out on the field at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think Bedford was game planning to have lots of downfield running and it to not stop.
Right.
So you're going to see once Juno or Stinnett gets tired, somebody else comes in.
Keep an eye on the left of your screen, the top of your screen now. That's Juno, but that's Stinnett in motion. He gets the toss. He's through the line of scrimmage. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. Grizzlies will be fourth, definitely fourth down territory here, Broden.
Manageable, as some would call it there. Dan Locke is not the tallest lineman out there, but he really pushes that
Well,
pile.
he's a strong kid. Checking out of the game is Juno. Keep an eye on number 10.
Yeah.
I'm thinking at some point he might break out downfield and he might catch a pass. Hinault with Hagar in motion.
I think they had a little bit of a fake snap call.
And who's
there.
behind Hinault? Is that 77? Is that Josh White?
Yeah, that's Josh White.
He's acting as a fullback, lunging forward. It's going to be close to a first down.
Where that ref is running out, that looks
I think they're shy.
inches away.
Yeah, they're going to be about 1 yard shy of a first down.
They're not. Are they not even going to bring the chains out?
No, that we're
Oh, maybe it's just the angle.
Yeah, that's about a yard
Yeah,
shy.
that's about a yard short.
So that's a turnover on downs. That's going to
very close.
very close. Great job. Well, listen, better than a punt, right? You got the Bulldogs down at the 20-yard line.
If I'm Coach Huff there,
I'm happy with that.
I'm happy, but at the same time, they were in field goal range on a turf
Quick
field.
little pitch to Scano. He's up the middle. He bowls over Putnam, picks up a first down, 13 yards on the gain there. Toscano is going to be the one doing all the heavy lifting today. He's run all over defenses this season.
I think if I'm Coach Huff there, need to kick a field goal. It may be raining, but you're on a turf surface. I think
Take advantage of the conditions.
30-yarder is manageable at that point.
That's Morgan. Handoff, picks up about maybe 5 yards on the play to number 5. Mumfini, he's a senior. Is that how you say his name, Broden, you think? Mumpini?
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 That's how I'm going to say it.
Mumpini.
Morgan with Toscano in the shotgun. From their own 39, Toscano gets the call. Dodges right up the middle. Trips up. He's got first down and more. He's across midfield. He's down at about the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Here come the Bulldogs in Grizzly territory.
This is where Bedford has been dangerous all year.
You know, if you think about it, no team has aired the ball at all.
No.
Conditions are obviously wet, sloppy, slippery football. Might see a pass here. We got 4 wide receivers deployed for the Bulldogs. 1 at the bottom of your screen, 3 at the top. Morgan looking right. Quick pass out onto the flat. Cross. That's going to be a first down. He's up the sideline. He's going to be in the end zone. That's a touchdown if there's no flags on the field. Bulldogs first one to strike, 6 points on the board.
Looked as if there was a little bit of holding in the area of Jack's net.
Morgan to Mumpini for a 40-yard touchdown connect. And here comes Maddie Lucatoni. She's been perfect on the season for extra points. She's really tallied a lot of points.
They said the same thing about Justin Tucker.
Let's see if she can get the extra point here for the Bulldogs. And snap is good. She definitely has the leg, enough leg to do that. That's good. On the board are the Bulldogs, 7-0.
Those big plays have really what's been are what's getting to Goffstown this year.
Well, you know, the Bulldogs did a terrific job moving the ball with Toscano running right up the middle. I mean, he looks at you and says, I'm going to run right at you.
So we're going to just take a look at the replay here. I believe it's number 7. Number 7, that's that tight end. Harrison Lagulon. Looks like a hold up on Jack Stinnett. We could just go back a little bit. Right about, yeah, here. Started here.
And where's the hold here?
Oh. If you look towards the top, right there. Watch as he runs by Stinnett. Yeah, you can't block when the ball is in the air.
Interesting.
So it's going to be a holding or a pass interference.
But they didn't call
normally, but they didn't call it.
Kickoff to the Grizzlies. They're going to be wrapped up down at about the 20-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10. On the reception there is Teixeira. Grizzlies offense comes to the line of scrimmage. Interesting to see if they're going to do it again. Man, look at all of them. They're just like, it's impressive. They just want to just move the pile. And they're in that same formation. Hanault with... Bro, I can't even see who that was in motion.
I can't either. Stinnett, possibly. See who comes up out of the pile. It was Stinnett.
Was it? No, Stinnett's on the far left. He didn't toss the ball to the ref.
No, I think
looks like that was number 26.
Juno?
Yeah, Juno. Now he's coming out.
It's going to be replaced by Hager again.
Pick up a 2 yards on the play for the Grizzlies. Find themselves 2nd and 8 from their own 24-yard line. Yeah, that's Hager, 43, staring right at us at the top of the screen in white. That's a pitch over to Stinnett. He's wrapped up, tripped up. Number 55 is right there immediately on the tackle. That's Twite on the tackle, one of the captains.
We're going to see 63 get down and tie his shoe really quick.
Hanault getting the signals coming out of the game. Can't quite see that. Looks like the rain is lightening up a little bit. I did hear that the wind was going to pick up a little bit today, Broden.
So we're probably not going to see much passing.
No, I can't imagine. But at least the condition of the field is good. That's Hanault. No, right up the middle. Oh my gosh. Oh. The cameraman, nobody knows who had the ball. Coming up at the bottom of the pile, that's 39 for the Grizzlies.
Picard.
We haven't called his name all year on carrying the football, Broden.
No, he's a defensive lineman. That's probably why.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole lot of different personnel on the field. And Lefebvre getting set to kick. 4th down, 7 yards, deep in their own zone. Smart play here to get the ball out. Good snap. Lefebvre will get a good kick on that. Looks like it's high, not really long. Boy, I don't know, maybe a lot of wind. But that didn't go very far. That's only at the 39-yard line. Bulldogs take over 1st and 10 with excellent field position. Lefebvre generally all season has had a very strong leg. Broden, I'm not quite sure, but that wind might have held that one up.
I think he, so when you're punting there, I think he released it either too late or kicked it too high. It just went straight up in the air.
Well, it certainly went high, yeah. There's no question about that. And the result was about, boy, that's not even a 20-yard kick, and he's good for
like 17, 18 yards.
Still no score. Start of the second half. They must have started at 1 o'clock, I think.
I believe they did.
Morgan sets Monfini. He's rolling to the right. He's now hedging left. He's got a lot of pressure. That's by Cuddy.
A flag down on
He's going to go all the way down the field, and that's incomplete. Pass is intended for number 7. That's Lagullion, and that's incomplete. You said you saw a flag?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a flag right there.
I'm going to guess that's holding.
That's going to be an offensive holding.
These graphics are looking incredible.
The graphics are unbelievable. This is like Fox Sports, for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
This is brought to you by GTV Sports.
Refs are going to
talk
about
Broden,
this
look
one.
at the wind. Look at the pant legs of the refs. You can see the wind howling out there.
Coach Huft is trying to figure out what's going on.
We got a face mask on the Grizzlies.
On the defense. That's...
Wow. Okay.
Another questionable call there.
Yeah, that's going to certainly put the Bulldogs. That's 15 yards.
With 1 minute left in the first quarter.
At the 32-yard line, the Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage, led by their quarterback in the shotgun, Morgan. Morgan has Toscano to his right. Keep an eye on Toscano. Mumpini in motion. Toscano gets the ball. He's through the first line. He's going to be in the secondary. He's cutting towards that end zone. He's all alone. No one's going to touch him. That's another 6 points for the Bulldogs, and that's why we see the Bulldogs have been undefeated all season.
Again, I said it last play. These big plays, 30-plus, 20-plus, whatever it is, they're getting to Goffstown.
He's just a strong runner, this Toscano, and they're not afraid to let him just let loose and go right up the middle. Luca Toni here to get her leg in motion one more time.
Oh.
Kick is no good.
I think the snap was bad there. Held the snap a little too long or something. Look at Toni just kind of held her foot. She went to swing, and then she kind of dug her foot into the ground.
Yeah.
And actually didn't even touch the ball. I don't think.
Didn't even get so.
The holder just kind of pulled the ball in. I think the snap was either bad or the hold was bad. So here we're going to see the Grizzly special team come out and receive this kick one more time.
Yeah, we certainly have just under a minute here in the first quarter. Grizzlies trail the Bulldogs 13-0 at a beautiful Bulldog stadium.
It may be beautiful, but I am very thankful to be in this studio right now.
In the wind and the rain, we're warm and dry, Broden.
Yeah.
And here comes a kick from Luca Toni. Gets a good leg on that all the way down. Sends the Grizzlies back to the 5-yard line. Looks like a Leahy the way he's running. Is it Leahy?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yep. Interesting. You call enough games, you can kind of just tell by the way people run.
Yeah.
Leahy gets it from the 5, brings it all the way up across the 15. Doesn't quite get to the 20.
Saw a big block there from Goffstown. I don't know who that was, but it was a block. There was a big block.
Grizzlies still sticking with this new formation.
Yeah. A lot of misdirection.
Is that Hagar? Pick up about 2 yards on the play. Going to keep the clock going. Oh, no, that's Juno. That's I-93 on that carry. We went right up the middle.
A lot of misdirection in this this offensive setup. See somebody in motion, but they're not always going to go to him, and it's just going to throw the defense off. Or at least that's what they're attempting.
You know, I got to tell you, Broden, I'd like to see Hinault air one out. We know he has the arm. I mean, he definitely has proven it in past weeks. Pitch a little out to fake to Stinnett. The ball came loose.
Ball came loose.
Looks like that might be Bulldog ball.
It is.
Inside the 20.
Jared Hinault rushed to that as soon as he saw that ball pop out. I don't even know who was running that ball. But did not do a good job keeping that after the handoff.
Well, we're starting to see why the Bulldogs are undefeated. 9-0, reminiscent of the Grizzlies football team from a few years ago.
Yes.
They might be on their way to a perfect season this year. But we're still at 4 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Morgan in the shotgun has Toscano. He's rolling right. He's looking right. A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. He's going to.
Is that intentional grounding?
Looked like it was intentional.
It did not make it to the line. It didn't look like he was outside the tackles. Yeah, we're just going to check the replay.
Who's playing that pressure? 34
he was
back.
not outside. Oh, they did throw the flag down because he was not outside.
But look at Baxter. He gets really early penetration, and he just comes flying through. Brings him all the way back to the 45-yard line.
Looked like there was a little confusion on the line there, like somebody was supposed to pull back in coverage. Yeah, they're going to call that intentional grounding because he was not outside the tackles, and he...
it didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
It didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. And there was nobody there. Intentional grounding, yep.
Yep, 5-yard penalty.
Looks like coach is talking to him down there at the bottom of your screen. That's going to bring us to the second quarter.
Yeah, I guess not.
No?
Teams are still on the field, so I don't think the clock is quite right. That's not the game clock. They clearly don't have the personnel like we have when Ty is here and Broden is here and we have our full crew. We're showing no time on the clock, folks. We don't know how much time is left. It's almost like a mystery, like the soccer matches.
Wrong football.
Wrong football. Morgan rolling right. Toscano still blocking for him under a lot of pressure. He gets this one out, but really intended for nobody. That's going to bring up third down or second and 22. He's rolling right. He doesn't really have anybody open. A lot of pressure.
So for the viewers at home, that time is not intentional grounding because he is outside that tackle box.
Yep. And I think that's going to do it for the first quarter. Grizzlies trail the Bulldogs here in Bedford with a score of 13-0. The number 1 seed Bulldogs are proving why they're undefeated.
Last time Goffstown played Bedford was earlier in the season, and they got out to a good start. They held Bedford a couple times, and they scored a touchdown in that first quarter and looked pretty good, and then it all went downhill from there. So you never know. The
first 2 possessions the Grizzlies had, they moved the ball quite well. They had the new formation. They're coming down. They're moving the ball. They're picking up 3, 4, 5 yards on every carry. But it's just these big plays that they're letting up on the defense. This Toscano kid can really move the ball. He's moving it, I'd say, on average, about 8 yards so far. He's run for a 44-yard touchdown. He broke up to set up the touchdown to Monfini. He broke for about 18 yards. So the kid's doing his job, and he's only got 1 touchdown to show for it. But
still no score in Merrimack.
Yeah, that's the game to watch because those 2 teams are
same record.
Same record, real close match. And both of them also got really their doors blown off by Bedford.
Yeah.
What a more traditional formation here for the Grizzlies. Oh, and the defense. There we go. Morgan. He's going to air this one out. Pass is intended for Monfini. I don't know if he caught that, if it hit the ground, but they're calling he did. That was a 22-yard connect.
I believe it's just under there. They've got...
Yeah, he's 2 yards shy.
They've got about 2 yards there to go.
That was a good 20-yard pass. Quickly, immediately in the Grizzly red zone. Morgan takes it himself. He cuts back towards the middle. He's across the 5 into the 3-yard line.
So that's going to be
second and short for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And they're not wasting any time. Morgan handoff right away, and Cuddy just rips him down.
Wow.
Cuddy is being blocked, and he still rips him down with one arm.
That's what we like to call a bull rush.
That is incredible. Look, he doesn't let go.
I guess in this situation, we're going to call
unbelievable.
We're going to call this a grizzly rush.
That's a grizzly paw that won't let go. Once that sets in, he's not letting go. Great tackle by Cuddy. Morgan, 2nd and 11. He's dropping back. He's got a lot of pressure by the Grizzlies. He airs it out. Pass is incomplete. Looks like it's intended.
A lot of knockdown by Ben Dodge there.
You see who that was? I didn't see the number on that one.
I'm not sure. I believe
number
it's 7.
Yeah, that's Ligolian.
7 on 7 there.
Good coverage for Dodge. Brings up 3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs. This is probably the best defensive stand the Grizzlies have had this game.
That first one could go down too as pinning them at their own 2, but this is pretty good.
Morgan, handoff to Toscano.
Late handoff.
He spreads it out, almost a delayed handoff. He's in the end zone or awfully close to the end zone. He's going to be down probably at about the 1. Bulldogs taking their time. Clock is at about 10:15 remaining in the first half. Morgan from the 1.
They have to get this.
Morgan's going to keep it himself. He strolls right in. That's Morgan with a 1-yard rush.
He's just going to run right outside that lead block from the running back. They're probably going to go for 2. Oh, no.
Nope, they're going to get Luca Toni back out there.
Hopefully this time the snap and the hold are okay.
And plenty of leg. No good. The wind might have taken that one. Wow, that puts a blemish on her record. But that's going to give the score of 19-0 for the Bulldogs early in the first half.
That looked like it was...
Clearly she has plenty of leg on that. Just a bit outside.
Yeah. It's also a weird angle if you're not looking at it from directly behind.
I'm wondering how much the wind played a role in that because it's certainly a breeze out there.
You also got to look at the last snap was obviously not perfect.
Yeah.
Wasn't the snap? In some cases, you usually don't see the kicker.
10:06 on the clock. Grizzlies are going to be receiving on this kick from the Bulldogs. Looks like number 19 is doing the kicking here.
Yeah, that's their other kicker.
Bobotis. That's a big kick high, too.
Bobotis.
Oh, little pitch. High pitch. How he grabbed that, I do not know. But that was Leahy. It's a good thing he's over 6 feet tall because he had to do a sky jump to grab this one.
Oh, wow.
And he lunges forward and he gets it to about the 33, 34-yard line. Grizzlies are taking out their bag of tricks today, that's for sure. Rather than the razzle-dazzle, which we're accustomed to seeing, that's a little bit unorthodox.
That one was not a forward handoff.
No, not by any means.
Like we saw last week. That was...
And here are the Grizzlies in the tightest formation I've ever seen. That's Juno twisting and twirling. Really only picked up 2 yards on the play. Maybe 3. Watch this little spin move. I feel like I'm playing a video game, Broden, and I'm pressing the circle button. Circle, circle, spin.
It's B.
You
Xbox.
must be playing Xbox. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm playing PlayStation.
Nope.
Circle, circle, circle.
B is 1 syllable. You can say that quicker.
Don't know who was handed the ball, but it's moving the pile, and it moved back behind the line of scrimmage.
I think that was White who had the ball there.
That was, number 77. That's Josh White. Again, a lot of these players are now forced to play both sides of the ball, Broden, which, it's fine right now for the first half, but come the third or fourth quarter,
you're going to get tired.
Oh, there are going to be some tired players out there. Grizzlies, 3rd down, 8 yards to go.
Can we see our first pass?
I don't think so. Hanault with the fake pitch. It's broken up play. He's still on his feet. He's brought down, pushed back all the way to the 25. That's a sack for the Bulldogs by number 24, Bourgeois.
I think that was number 8 on the sack. Like a half sack type. Not sure.
On the assist?
Yeah, type. Alley-oop, maybe.
4th and 13, Lefebvre set to kick. That's going to put Lefebvre back to about the 15, maybe 14-yard line.
They're not showing Lefebvre here, but...
No, he's just out of your picture on the right-hand side. Yeah, he's at about the 15. High snap, good, he gets it. Gets a good leg on it. Wind is helping him out in that direction. That's going to be fair. Caught at the 40. Big block. Still on the feet. That's Mumpini. He's up all the way to the 45, 44-yard line of the Grizzlies. Bulldogs, excellent field position to start things off one more time.
Look at the replay here. I believe, Hager had a hold on his jersey from about the 50 there. Ran him down about 5 yards. Right here.
Yeah, he didn't let go, yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly slowed him down. Bulldogs 1st and 10 from the Grizzly 45. You know, that's the other thing is the Bulldogs have not had to go the length of the field to score their points other than one of their touchdowns.
That's in thanks to their defense and their special teams there. You can't credit the offense 100% for that, but...
Morgan to Mumpini. Morgan keeps it himself. He just gets to the line of scrimmage, wrapped up by Cuddy. He's brought down maybe a yard on the carry. Cuddy's having arguably one of his best games. I mean, this is...
And he's playing offense, too.
Yeah, and he's playing offense. 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs. Not much of a passing game on either way today.
We've seen a lot of bad weather, which just has not helped the passing game.
Not at all. Morgan with Legullian. Legullian gets it. He's off to the side. He's off to that sideline. Going to pick up about maybe 5-6 yards on the carry. He's going to be shy of about 2 yards. Slow to get up is Putnam.
Gets up a little gimpy, though.
Yeah, we're about 2.5 yards shy of a first down for the Bulldogs. Brings up 3rd down, 3 yards to go. Just under 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Morgan with Toscano in the backfield. Low snap, has to get it off quick, does. Gets it off to Mumpini. He's out to the sideline, across the 30, across the 25, still on his feet, across the 15, the 10, the 5, the end zone. He falls into the end zone, and that has him out of bounds. His foot must have stepped out of bounds, but a great play by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, let's check the replay here. I believe he did.
Cameraman right in our way down in the field.
I believe he did step there. If
Let's
you
see.
Look very closely right about here.
Oh, yeah, he tripped up. That looked like it was Jack Stinnett that tripped him up right at the very end. Diving, grabbed his leg and just took his feet from under him. That's going to bring up first down, 3 yards for the Bulldogs.
I believe there is a goal setting on the camera.
If I'm the Bulldogs, I'm just going to hand it to Toscano. Pitch over to Toscano. Oh, there he goes. He's tripped up, kind of got his leg whipped around there. And, I'm not surprised he's hurt.
I don't think that's the
That's
same
not
one.
him. It looks like he...
that looks like a lineman.
That is a lineman, but Toscano got whipped around and his leg went flying.
Yeah.
This guy is certainly in some pain.
Normally here at GTV, we really don't show the injured athlete, so we're just going to cut to some highlights.
Here we go. This is the play. Watch Stinnett just knock his foot.
Just enough. It's like a shoestring tackle.
Dives in, but he had already stepped out of bounds by that time, so.
I believe Stinnett kind of pushed him to the side a little bit.
Yeah, great
effort.
In hockey, we call that a back check. Good job getting back into position and playing defense on the way back, not giving up on the play. Still have the injured player down for the Bulldogs. He's getting up. He's a little gimpy. That looks like that's number 71 for the viewers at home. That's Torrey Hilton. Oh, I know his dad. Nice folks. Big boy. Here are the matchups again one more time. Bedford Goffstown, winner of this, will play the winner of Merrimack and Nashua next Saturday at 1 p.m. at the game of the higher seed. If Bedford goes on to win today, they're going to have home field advantage throughout.
Yeah. We could also take a look at the bigger picture for the entire state a little later.
Second down, 1 yard to go. Morgan with Toscano in the backfield. Morgan takes a snap. Toscano gets the call. He cuts right back into the middle immediately. That's in the end zone. That's a 3-yard touchdown for Toscano. Luca Toni will come back out on the field, try the point after. Luca Toni, plenty of leg that time. That's good. That's going to put 26 on the board for the Bulldogs, 26-0 with 5:50 remaining here in the first half. The Bulldogs aren't messing around. Certainly they can put points on the board.
I'm going to have to see if Goffstown wants back into this game.
Well,
if they do,
it's going to be interesting if you continue with that tight formation, Broden, and continue to do the same thing, and maybe you'll let Hinault try to pass the ball.
Maybe.
You know, he's won some games with that arm. Let him try it now. Get a play downfield.
Still no score in the Merrimack National North game.
Bedford set to kick from their own 40. Get a good leg on that all the way down. Grizzlies receive that. They drop it right at about the 20. That's Teixeira. He's headed towards the sideline, cuts back into the middle. Might have a free lane. He's brought down at the 24-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 from their own 24 with 5:42 on the clock.
He had a nice little cutback right about here to pull that Bedford player away from him.
That's number 55. That's one of the captains. Finished him off at the end. That's Dwight. Really did a good job. He's in on an awful lot of tackles. There's your broader picture of the north, south, east, and west matchups. We're going to cut it in Salem, play at 3 o'clock today. Grizzlies pick up maybe about 3 yards on the play, but with Juneau.
There was a man all the way down the field blocking.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was
It's like he blocked through the secondary and kept running. That sign, undefeated, looks like undefeated.
Yeah. Undefeated.
Poor use of that pole there. Ball off the ground. Juneau picks it up. He's brought down again by 55. Dwight.
Yeah, it looks like undefeated. Undefeated.
Undefeated. The things we pick up. Grizzlies rushing back to the line of scrimmage just under 4:45 in the first half. 3rd down, 8 yards to go, still in the tight formation. Looks like a pitch over to Juneau. No, he didn't get it. The cameraman, we all got faked out. Looked like Baxter had the ball, lost about 2 yards on the play.
Just going to see another Lefebvre.
Yeah, we're going to see Lefebvre with 4th and 11. The Grizzlies decide to punt.
At this point, I think Huft is waiting for halftime, just saying, I need to get something.
Let's make some adjustments. I'd like to see some adjustment on that new formation because it's,
It's...
Oh, bouncing all over. It takes a bad bounce. Grizzlies might come up with this. The ball is at the 40. They're calling Bulldog ball, but it went off the face mask or the chest. We're going to take another peek at this. Here we go. There's a good high kick off the helmet, off his arms, at his feet. But good heads-up play by one of the Bulldogs to come right back to his receiver.
I believe if it's fair caught and then fumbled, it can only be caught or recovered by the person that fair caught it.
No, that wasn't the case there.
No.
And here's a kick. We're going back here. That's Adam in the studio having some fun with some replays over there. Here's Morgan from his own 40-yard line. Toscano gets the call, bumps the outside, cuts back to the middle, picks up about 10 yards. It's going to be really close, depending upon where they spot the ball. I think it's going to be just shy of a first down. We're talking, it'll be second and inches. Toscano picks up more than 9 yards on the play. This is showing that punt.
They caught them. Look at this. There were more than 11 men on the field. Watch where the...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the refs need their heads up on those plays.
Here's Morgan, keeps it just to get the first down, keeps the clock moving. He picks up about 3 yards on the carry, a quarterback sneak. Bulldogs will be 1st and 10, this time from the Grizzly 47.
That should have reset that entire drive there.
Yeah.
That's not acceptable.
Well, not at this level. You'd think that they would keep account on, when the snap goes and who's on the field.
Yeah, and if there's one player still on the field, I think
there were two?
But there were two. It's questionable. It looks very sunny at the moment.
1st and 10, Morgan in the shotgun has 2 wide receivers. That's going to go to Mumfini.
Again,
he's across the 40.
All over Jackson.
He's across the 30, the 20. He cuts back in towards the middle, and Dodge comes back and tackles him at the 4-yard line. Big gain by number 5. That's Mumfini.
Watch Jackson on the replay here once we get it up. He is just going to be held all day right there. That's...
Yeah.
It's not the first time this has happened in the game, so it's just...
And then after that, he just took to the sideline, cuts back. Finally, Dodge comes back, making the save, tackles him at looks like the 6-yard line. Wagullian gets this one. Nope, Morgan right up the middle. Oh, diving into the end zone, and is he there?
The refs aren't signaling anything.
No, they're not.
They're placing it back. I don't know what they're doing. They scored. Okay.
Yeah, I think they scored. They just didn't indicate it. That's a 6-yard run for Morgan. Puts the score to 32. Luca Toni trying to cap things off here with the extra point after. Kick is up, plenty of leg, and that one is no good. That'll keep the score at 32. 32-0. The Bulldogs on top of the Grizzlies. With 2:01 remaining in the first half, Grizzlies are going to certainly have to go back and make some adjustments. I think the first one is to
change that offensive scheme there.
Give an alt a chance to throw the ball.
Yeah, if you're getting 2 yards a carry, that's probably about what they're averaging.
You know what the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
I'm going to guess they're averaging about 2 yards a carry, and it's just, you put that over 4 downs, that's 8 yards.
I think it worked on the first series, Broden, because I think it was a little bit different. It mixed things up. It confused the defense. But right now, we certainly got to try things a little bit different. As the Bulldogs get set to kick here from their own 40 all the way down. Another high kick. That's into the wind.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, that's out of bounds. And that's the difference, Broden. Going left to right across your screen is a tough place to pass the ball. So, if you're going to let Hinault pass, he might not be able to get the chance till the fourth quarter.
Yeah. It looks a lot sunnier out, so the grip on the ball will most likely be better than it was towards the start of the game.
But I believe the wind is still at a good clip.
Usually you can kind of account for wind as a quarterback, but you can't really account for wetness.
Yeah, the ball's going to be slick.
Yeah. You can kind of try and combat the wind, throw it a little harder into the wind, but you can't do that. So we're going to see Leahy's coming out. Oh, no. He's going to come back in. We're still going to see the same formation here.
Got a tight package again. Look at them all. They're all clustered right in there.
Leahy is wide.
From the 35.
Leahy is wide. We're going to...
So Somebody got it right up the middle. We're going to pick up about maybe 5 yards on the carry, 4 or 5. Leahy is at the top of your screen.
Yeah, look, if you looked all the way at the top of the screen, I believe they were trying to pull a corner out of
Still no score here in Merrimack. Big penalty sets Merrimack North back. That's fourth quarter with 0-0. They are tight and fighting tooth and nail over there. Hinault pitch over to Juneau. Juneau right up the gut. He's going to be picking up maybe 5 yards, but he's about 1 yard shy of the first down.
So with Leahy there, I believe what they were trying to do is they were trying to pull their nickel cornerback out of that set, who is usually your bigger hitter cornerback. They were trying to pull him out of the set and run outside more towards the area that he would be out of while he was covering Leahy.
Hinault pitched to Juneau. Juneau's going to have the first down. Still on his feet, moving the pile. Picks up about another 10 yards. Pickup of about maybe 11 yards on the total carry. Watch him move this pile from the 45 to the 43. 8-yard carry on the play for Juneau. Juneau has been the most effective back today, right up the gut.
It's because he runs north-south. I-93, that's what we call him. Here we go.
Rolling out, looking past, it was incomplete. Looks like it's intended for Cuddy. That pass was intended for number 10, Evan Cuddy. Hinault is rolling out, peeling right, passes up, and that is number 10. He was being covered by Lampini.
Now we're going to see the normal set.
Now we're going to see the set, and now this is what we've been waiting for.
Yes.
Maybe the Grizzlies have them right where they want them. We got them right where they want, down 32.
Right where they want them, down 32.
Leahy in motion. Hinault with the snap. He takes 2 steps. He's looking downfield across the middle. Pass is incomplete. He's going to be in the end zone. That's Ben Dodge. Ben Dodge is in the end zone. Where has that been all game?
That was a perfect
That's a 40.
Throw. That throw was placed in the one spot.
What a pass by Hinault for the Grizzlies to get on the board at the half. So we have Hinault to Dodge. Where was the ball? Was it at the 43? I'm going to call it a 43-yard pass.
It was a 43-yard touchdown pass from Jared Hinault to Ben Dodge.
What a pass. Put it right in the breadbasket, right over the defenders. And terrific pass by the young quarterback. Trying to get one more on the, they're going to go for 2. Why not, right?
They're going to go on that heavy set again.
And that's going to go to Juneau. And he's wrapped up right away. He's not going to make it. That's going to bring up 32-6. Grizzlies are on the board. Your Grizzlies show you they can get it done. And what was I saying? You got to mix it up and you got to pass the ball. Let the kid air the ball. Look at this pass right down the seams, right down the middle. Perfect pass, reminiscent of how Brady hits Gronk right over the seam.
I think that's more of an Aaron Rodgers to Devontae Adams. But
oh, you got the debate of 1 ring, 5 rings. You got,
Brady has been quoted to saying if Aaron Rodgers had Bill Belichick and the schemes he had, he'd have more championships.
He did say that, and also I heard that Rodgers has said that Brady's the unicorn. There's a lot of rarity out there. I don't know if you're ever going to find another unicorn.
I love Aaron Rodgers, but I'm not 100% agreeing on him with that one.
This just in, Rodgers is now the GOAT. We're seeing someone's having fun in the back studio, folks, at GTV for the pending matchup between the Packers and the Patriots. That's a nice little squib, not a squib kick, but a short little kick.
That was almost received as like an onside kick.
Yeah, it really looked like that with about 20 seconds remaining in the first half. The Bulldogs
was not making an effort to get to that very early.
He was certainly not in any rush,
He was kind of watching it.
So a shout out to Scott. Scott Gross won't be here for, potentially the last broadcast of the season. So we want to thank Scott for all his efforts, and he certainly adds a whole new dimension to the game. I enjoy doing games with Scott, you, and Ty. That's another one being in the studio. We don't see Ty today.
I believe Ty is watching at home.
Well, he's probably at the game in a pair of shorts and sandals.
I believe Ty is watching at home.
Morgan to Lagulian. He's across the 30. He's across the 35. The 40 cuts back into the middle. He's going to be wrapped up. Finally, somebody was able to twist him up. Is that Leahy? Leahy was able to wrap him up. That should bring us to a close in the first half. Yeah, it looks like Leahy was right there. Leahy and then maybe Baxter. That's going to do it for the first half, where your Grizzlies trail the Bulldogs 32-6 here in Bedford. Come on right back. Go get those nachos. Welcome back, Grizzly fans, to Bedford, New Hampshire, where the number 1 seed undefeated Bulldogs take on the number 4 seed Grizzlies of Goffstown. The Bulldogs lead with a score of 32-6, and we're just coming out of halftime, getting ready to kick things off for the start of the second half. Brody, what do you think the Grizzlies need to do to make some adjustments here?
I think they definitely need to switch up what they're doing on offense. We saw a little bit of it in that last drive of what they normally did in that last drive, and it worked perfectly. Also, a little update here. Merrimack and National North is going into overtime. Still no score.
Yeah, we got to see a little bit of the fourth quarter action there. Number one, the big difference is the field conditions. It is sloppy, and that's a good word. It's muddy, it's wet. You could tell the players who are on the sidelines because they have white jerseys. Everybody else is in brown. I mean, it's unbelievable.
National North came in wearing their away uniforms, and they're coming away looking like Goffstown Grizzlies.
Yeah, lucky to have the conditions that we have today here in Bedford. Beautiful stadium, proper drainage. The only thing we're contending with, I would think, would be the wind. Grizzlies, coming back from the first half, got to assess the situation and say, listen, this tight formation might have been good for the first couple of drives to mix things up, but let's let the young sophomore air it out. They give him that option, and he connects with about a 40-yard pass, 43-yard pass to Dodge that was placed picture perfect. And,
Right.
Scott is always the one, he's always first to compliment Charlie Keith on his legs and how he can really move the ball. And I agree with him. Charlie is a terrific running quarterback, but this was just a terrific pass by Jarrett. I mean, this was...
We had this debate a little bit earlier in the year, and the point I made, I believe, was Charlie Keith is a very good football player, but I think Jarrett Hinault is a better quarterback.
Might be a better passing quarterback.
Yeah. Like a better...
Charlie
fundamental.
can read the play and read the option. And,
Yes.
And that's what he really does well. It's not so much just his skill of running, but his decision-making and his on-field awareness.
That's also seniority and
Of
size
course,
and
that's
stuff like
being
that.
a senior. But
Here's
maybe
that
just raw
pass.
talent of tossing the ball, throwing the ball. Hinault, certainly is, he possesses that talent, as we're seeing here right on this play. So maybe, can the Grizzlies come back from 32-6 deficit? I don't know. But at least let's put some points on the board, and let's bang up the Bulldogs a little bit. Let them know that we're not playing tennis, that these kids are coming off the field banged up a little bit for next week, and that they're playing football, and they played football against one of the perennial leaders in the league.
You see Gibson kick it off here. Little cross the field.
We saw that the last time. It's not really an onside kick.
No.
But they just don't want to put the ball in Toscano's hands and let him run it back. Because if that kid gets some speed going, he's a Mack truck.
I wouldn't want to let him get
I don't think many people want to step in front of him. So, looks like Morgan is going to bring the Bulldogs to the line of scrimmage where they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Grizzlies defense, first unit to touch the field in the second half. Morgan with Toscano in the backfield. 3 receivers at the top of your screen. 1 at the bottom. Morgan passing out. Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
That could have been, and that's Mike Levesque.
Mikey Levesque.
That's a sophomore in there.
Sophomore.
Almost picked that off. Talk about making an impression on your very first play of the game.
He's been out. He has been out. He has been out earlier in the game.
So
he
far
hasn't
today?
been making plays like this.
Wow.
But he has been out. That was very close.
Certainly quick on his feet and quick to anticipate that pass. Certainly giving the Bulldogs something to think about with a near pick. Morgan in the shotgun. He's rolling left, pitch right away. Maybe pick up about 2 yards on the play. I can't quite see. Let's see. Was that Toscano that got? No, that's Legolian on the toss.
Yeah. That looked reminiscent of what Goffstown was doing in the first quarter.
Yeah. Quick little tight formation and. Bedford certainly not playing the conservative, hey, we're going to win this and just ease up the ball upfield. We're deploying the weapons and we want to put more points on the board. Look at the Grizzly defense trying to mix things up. Morgan delayed handoff, and there's a battle. There's a loss of yards on the play. I guess let's give it to the Grizzly defense for kind of mixing things up a little bit.
Yeah, they were. They looked like they were at Camp Randall Stadium. They were jumping around.
They're jumping around. It looks like they're more confused, but apparently it's organized confusion.
I think it's who's going to rush? You don't know.
Right.
Who's
Exactly.
going to drop back in coverage? You also don't know.
Brings out the punting unit that we haven't seen in a while for the Bulldogs. So good stand by the Grizzlies. Brings up 4th and 13. Bulldogs are set to punt.
Last time there was a punt, it was nearly blocked. Watch for this one again.
Out on the left bottom of your screen, that's Ben Dodge. Gets a good kick on this. And that's going to take a Grizzly. But where is the ball? Grizzly bounce and roll.
40.
That's at the 39-yard line. Grizzlies will take over 1st and 10. Let's see what the young quarterback can do on this possession to lead things off in the second half.
I'm still kind of just confused on why Evan Cuddy has that 10 on.
It's because he went downfield. He was an eligible receiver.
Really?
And it's not going to be the last time we see him catch a pass, I believe.
I think they're going to put him in like a J.J. Watt type.
It'd be fantastic.
Sometimes
I'd love
when
to
they
see Evan score a touchdown. I'm just saying. Here we go with the
They're
tight
still in
formation.
this tight set.
Hanault to Juno. Juno moving the pile, picks up about 2 to 3 on the carry.
We're probably going to see them run a couple plays, see how it goes with this set.
And then throw out a pass
And then
again.
throw a pass.
I'd like to see, dare I say, at least one pass attempt for every possession.
Yeah. Bedford's first possession only wasted about 2 minutes on that clock.
Yeah, we're down to about 9:50. Juno gets it again, right up the middle.
It seems like they're running the same play.
The same,
over
exactly.
and over
Yeah,
again.
he really goes nowhere on that carry. I think actually he may have lost a yard, maybe just about a half a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
The ref holding the downage stick, or whatever you would like to call it.
Yeah, with the 3 right above the official's head.
Didn't
there.
have to move.
He didn't move at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
He just flicked it to 3 and said, all right, I'm sitting here. So here, we're going to see Goffstown pass.
Yeah. The weapons are deployed. 3 at the bottom of your screen. They're in the travel white jerseys. Hanault, quick pass outside. Pass is intended. Looks
Jared
like for Heidenreich, but it is incomplete.
I think he wasn't turned quick enough. Looked like a curl route, and he just wasn't turned.
Yeah, it
in
was
time.
certainly a quick pass route. We're going to bring out the punting unit. Lefebvre will enter the field at 4th and 7. 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Grizzlies are 3 and out.
So comparing to NFL quarterback here, we were comparing Jared.
Good
Hanault.
snap.
They're actually
Great kick for Lefebvre.
very similar to Goffstown's Green Bay set. They usually run the first 2 plays and then pass the third, which is just odd when you have Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
But
Update for the Merrimack Nashua North. They are in overtime. Nashua did not score in their possession. That means Merrimack will have an opportunity to do so.
they were saying there when they were going into overtime, it's set up like baseball with innings.
And it flips.
And it flips.
You each get an attempt.
At the 10, you get 4 plays at the 10 to score. A touchdown, not a field goal.
Yep. Morgan with Toscano in the backfield. 2 wide receivers, and we're going to have offsides. That looks like Picard jumped just a little bit too soon. Watching the middle of your screen, right at that, where the ball is, Picard just a little bit too quick.
We also don't have audio of the game, so, I mean, it could be a snap count thing, but it looks like they moved the ball up.
Morgan to Toscano goes right up the gut, really nowhere to go. Maybe a yard on the carry. I can't imagine a whole heck of a lot more on that.
You say Toscano is doing good on these up and down rushes, but Goffstown has done a pretty good job. Once he broke it to the outside, that's when
he picks up his
yardage. I think if we're looking at Brady to Gronk comparisons, we're looking at Morgan to
Morgan fakes the handoff. Quick pass out to a wide open receiver. Teixeira's the only one close. I don't think he's going to get him. He's down to the 30, cross the 20, cross the 10. He's cutting towards the end zone, and that's 6 points if there's no flag. Touchdown is signaled by the official. That is a long play pass. Connect to Green, who's a junior for the Bulldogs.
I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say it here today, but it's the long plays that get Goffstown.
Do we see how long that was? Did you see where that was?
I think that was around 50 to 60 yards, somewhere in that area.
Is the offense on the field here? Merrimack puts points on the board.
They win.
They won. Third possession.
So Merrimack will play the winner of this game.
Merrimack, yeah.
Most likely, they will play.
Morgan going for 2 points here, Broden. Quick pass out. Pass is complete.
They're not going to get it.
That was completed to number 17, Donahue, and they do not get the 2 points. That'll leave the Bulldogs with a score of 38-6. So we're just shy of running time. The rule at running time is 35 points. And
we're at 32.
We're at 32 because you take 38 minus the 6. That brings us to 32. We're 3 shy of running time here. That's the math that Scott taught me earlier in the season.
Just a field goal.
So we are just a field goal away.
Which we don't see much of in high school football.
Bedford has seen an awful lot of running time this year.
No, field goals.
Oh, field goals. No, you're right.
We saw running time last week against Keene. Once we got up into the 40s there.
Boy, that was a terrible condition.
That was
sloppy, huh?
I caught a cold after that game.
Oh, boy.
I'm pretty sure it's still kind of sticking with me here.
Bedford set to kick. From their own 40. Gets a good leg on that all the way down the field from the 25. Tosses it right back. Looks like that's Leahy the way he's running. He's up the sideline. He's out of bounds at about the 35, 36-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 from their own 37.
It's crazy, Alan, how you can just tell it's Leahy by the way he's running. But at the same time, Leahy has a very unique stance when he's running that ball.
Well, it's his height. You know, he's tall, he's thin.
He kind of bends down a little bit.
He bends down, he has a little tilt to his run, and it's definitely identifiable, isn't it? Something that you do a couple of games and you can see just by the way players crouch down, the way they, the way they twist and turn.
Let's see the double wing again.
Here's the double wing with Hagar in the backfield.
They usually have somebody right there blocking.
Yep. And that's going to be, quick little pass out, looking to make the pass. Pass is complete to Hagar. He's picking up just about 6 or 7 yards on the play. And he went out, decided to block, cross the 40-yard line, cross the 45, out of bounds at about the 46.
Looked like Jose Paez didn't know who to block down there, downfield, but it was a good pickup nonetheless.
Brings up 2nd down with about 2 yards to go, Broden. Grizzlies doing a good job moving the ball just close to midfield.
Conditions look great here now.
They really do.
I'm not sure about wind because we can't really identify that.
Juno still blocking, but the ball was moved well forward. Faked me out, faked the cameraman out. Pick up about 6 yards on the play, and that's Josh White on the carry.
Obviously faked Jared Hinault out, too. He took a little bit of a tumble there.
1st and 10, Grizzlies are in Bulldog territory as they cross midfield. They're at the 49-yard line of the Bulldogs. With a score of 38-6 with 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter, the Grizzlies are on their way towards the Bulldog end zone. Hinault with Juno. Juno gets a toss. He's across the 52. He's going to be stood up tough at about the 53, the 47-yard line.
47, yeah, you kind of reverse the direction.
Yeah, we're not in Canada here. There's no other 110 yards on the field. Clock is still ticking away. Tick, tick, tick.
American football players go to Canada to play. That's got to be an odd transition.
Yeah.
Going from 100 yards to 110.
Well, they also drive with kilometers.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, we're the only country that doesn't use the metric system.
I believe there's one other, but not 100% sure on that.
Hinault keeps it himself. He's under a lot of pressure. Pass over the middle intended for Heidenreich. Hinault got banged up on that play. I like this play, Broden. He's looking for the quick pass, but he got crushed. A little bit behind Heidenreich. Didn't really have a chance to get that, but, you know, Heidenreich was pretty open. So, you know, Scott is the Gross Radamus, and he's pretty happy with my math lesson, apparently. So it's, you know, he's a great tutor. Hinault looking to pass from the shotgun right across the middle. Looks like the pass is complete by a jumping, diving, and falling Leahy at about the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Grizzlies moving the chains.
He got up. He is a track star.
That's about an 18-yard play on that pass for Hinault. Terrific pass right up the middle. Seems like that's his favorite spot to go, Broden, up the middle.
Looks like Leahy kind of came down on his head.
Juno
asked for a sub out.
Late toss up the middle, and that looks like Stinnett picks up maybe about 4 yards on the carry, maybe 5. Grizzlies doing a good job. Just approaching the 5.5-minute mark in the third quarter. 2nd and 5 for the Grizzlies.
You look at a lot of football games, and it usually comes down to about time of possession.
Sure.
And,
you know,
Grizzlies are on top of that ball right now.
Yep. Hinault keeps it himself. No, I guess he handed it to somebody. But that pile was moving. They picked up about 3 yards on the carry. That's Juno. North and south, Mr. I-93 does it again. Boy,
it's like a magic
give it to Coach
trick.
Huff to figure this out, that this tighter formation is the way to go.
This is like watching a magic trick happen. You
and
don't
it
know
is
where it's
allowing
gonna end
Hinault
up.
to kind of pass the ball every now and then. Maybe 30% of the time, Hinault's able to air it out. Different formation. Juno. Josh White gets that carry.
Is Hinault's new nickname Houdini or something like that?
I don't know. He's a little young to get a nickname right away.
We
gave
Uziel a nickname last week.
Did he get into play?
Yes, he did.
How did he look?
He looked very good. He had a couple plays. He was spinning around like crazy. So we named him Spin Cycle.
Spin Cycle. All right.
We were talking about how dirty it was and how this would be like, it would be a great Tide or laundry detergent commercial. And I was like, speaking of laundry detergent, he's spinning up a storm. We should call him Spin Cycle. And Scott loved it.
Hinault with Juno in the backfield. I think he kept it himself this time. No, he tossed it to Juno. Still on his feet. He's across the 10. He's into close to the 5. Still moving the pile. Mr. I-93 gets it done again. He's at the 5-yard line. Pickup of about 7 on the play.
It's what he does best. He kind of breaks to the outside and then just piles over.
Did you see that he got handed the ball?
No. It's such a little... If we're talking about I-93 and highways, it's a little holdup down there.
Yeah. 1st and 5 for the Grizzlies from the 5-yard line.
Little traffic jam.
With Juno again.
That one's going to be wrapped
everybody
up.
on that right side of the field got mashed up right away by the Bulldogs. Good defense by the Bulldogs on that play.
It was rush hour from the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
They're just going to keep using highway puns. That's our names.
Hey, how about that?
Look, Mom, I'm on TV.
Take a picture. I think Adam is having fun in the studio with, it's like, you know, he gets to try all these new little gadgets out. I do like the new
this new graphic.
The new graphic at the beginning. I mean, that is sharp.
We'll show it on the next replay. It's pretty.
Hinault with a toss right over to.
Oh no!
Well, yeah,
who has it?
Yeah, the first person I thought had it, and that's Hagar.
It looks like there's also a bag blowing around in the back.
I think there may be.
It kind of looks like a dog.
It's a trash. You know, a lot of trash out on the field.
It looked like a dog running around or something. Like right
Look at the
there.
bushes blowing. It is a windy day over there. Look at above the word "Go Dogs." They spelt the word "dogs" wrong. I'm not quite sure how Scott would take to this. I know he likes my everyday math, but boy, oh boy, correct spelling deserves some credit there too.
So 4 receivers here on 3rd and 8.
4 receivers. Hinault sends it right to Sinet in the middle. Really nowhere past that 5-yard line. Grizzlies are going to be short again.
There's that graphic we were talking about, by the way. It's a thing of beauty.
Right to Sinet. Gets right back to the 5, which is where they were. 4th and 5 for the Grizzlies. Certainly 4th and go time territory.
I think this is where you let Jarrett Hinault pass it.
I think so.
Let him rack up those fantasy points.
Have him roll to the right and look for Hyden right. He's roll. Yeah, he's not rolling. He's looking. Quick pass out. Pass is complete to Juno. He's still on his feet. Had his hand on. There's a flag on the field.
There's a flag on the field.
They're calling it a touchdown, but there's a flag right at the 5-yard line.
It looks like 24 is questioning there.
Yeah, he looks a little upset. It might be on the defense here.
Yeah, that's going to be on 24.
Was that a unsportsmanlike?
He threw Jarrett Hinault to the ground.
Excellent. Good.
Can we just get the replay one more time?
Yeah, let's see that one more time, Adam.
Oh, not that one.
Not that one?
Yep. Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer. That's going to count as a touchdown.
I believe Goffstown would decline that.
Right here. Watch number 24. Yeah.
Yep. You can't do that.
Well, this is, I mean, he didn't really. This is turning into the NFL again. But the Grizzlies score 12 on the board. Dare I say, Broden, this is one of the most points that a team has scored on Bedford.
Now it's going to be 14.
And now it's 14. Excellent play for the Grizzlies, but that's after a pass from Hinault.
I believe that 2-point conversion there is what Goffstown is looking for in this set. There's should be wide open holes somewhere.
That brings our score to 38-14. Grizzlies are not going away, Broden. Interesting. Boy, you just wish they could have had some of this success earlier in the game and prevented some of the big plays. But again, I don't think many teams have scored more than 7 points all season.
The U.S. are not the only that don't use metric, by the way. Ty just let us know. It's Burma and Liberia.
Okay, well, Ty, let me ask you this. Who goes to Burma? The population of Burma. There's Scott Gross's comment. He is correct. It is spelt dogs, D-O-G-S. So I'm happy to see that someone else is looking at, correct spelling, punctuation, everyday math.
He is taking a class at the moment, right? Or
Who
somewhere.
says we can't have fun, Broden, on these broadcasts? Grizzlies are set to kick. And that's an onside kick. I don't even know where the ball is. It's at about the 35. Everyone's falling on it. And Toscano comes up with that.
It did not go 10 yards there. I think that's why everybody was kind of pulling back.
Let's see.
They were waiting for it to go 10
yards. It looked like it was 10 yards right there. First down. 10 yards to go from the 40. I'm sorry, the 43. With a score of 38-14, your Grizzlies trail the Bulldogs of Bedford in quarterfinal action in NHIAA Division I playoff football. Morgan in the shotgun.
Oh, fumble.
The ball's loose. Grizzlies fall on it. Whoa, I can't see who that was. That's Juno.
Juno.
Josh Juno comes off of scoring a touchdown, picks up a fumble recovery. In my fantasy league, that'd get me 3 points on that. Burma has 53 million people?
I don't even know where Burma is.
I would never have guessed. Burma is one of the islands.
Barack Obama is from?
I don't. Burma is one of the islands in the Is it the Sea of Japan?
Possibly. That sounds about right.
Have him do some research and get back to us.
He's typing right now, so we could see it.
Hanault gets a snap going right, airing to the corner, has an open receiver. He dropped it. Ben Dodge, he was open. Excellent pass by the young quarterback.
So
looks like he got banged up just a little bit. Dodge is a little woozy on this one.
So apparently Ty is an ambassador for Burma and says about 6 million people travel there every year for vacation.
Yeah, honey, pack up the kids, we're going to Burma. When have you heard anybody say that? That's like, people don't even say that. Honey, pack up the kids, we're going to Raymond. Hanault with the handoff right to Stinnett, right up the middle, picked up about maybe 1 yard, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. No disrespect to any residents tuning in that are from Raymond. But,
or from Burma.
I'm just trying to put
or
things
from
in,
Burma.
Or from Burma, putting things into perspective.
If you're from Burma, we are so sorry
I've
for
never
Alan's
heard of anybody
stance on
say,
you.
pack up the kids, we're going to Burma or Raymond.
Barack Obama, that's where he's from.
Yeah. Hanault from the shotgun going right up the middle, and that's intercepted. Bulldogs bring it back to the 37-yard line. That's an interception. Favorite place to go. Triple coverage.
He was
just a bad choice of who to go to. If you're going to go to that guy, get it a little bit higher. But, he had 3 guys on him. Look at this. Facts of Burma has more than 100 ethnic groups. The capital is, I'm not even going to attempt to say that. Napa-Dudao. Currency is the Nat. Are the fans seeing this, or are the fans seeing this at home? Okay, so everyone.
I think it's the cat, not the, you said Nat.
Cat. I don't know. Here's Morgan from the shotgun, keeps it himself. He's up the field. No. Yes, he's up the field. Faked out the cameraman. He's all the way about midfield, down at the 49-yard line. That should be good enough for a first down.
Burma is located right next to, it looks like Vietnam.
Is it in the Sea of Japan?
Nope.
Not. Okay.
Gulf of Thailand.
I've never been to Burma, so I don't know what the climate is. I imagine it's very, very warm.
We should go.
15 seconds remaining in the third quarter, 38-14, Grizzlies trail. Morgan in the shotgun, this time right out to Mumpini. He's dragged down hard by Stinnett.
I love these little facts that we're getting.
This is putting a new dimension to our broadcast.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. If you're liking it at home, I say we start doing a little bit of trivia here.
We're inside, we're warm, and we're getting some facts and stuff as we close out the third quarter.
Third quarter comes to a close, and fourth quarter is upon us, 38-14. In Bedford, your Grizzlies are trailing, but certainly have come back as of late. And, the connections looked pretty good.
It looks like our director is trying to cook something up at the moment. Some facts.
Some fun facts for us to discuss.
Some fun facts. He's looking through his computer screens pretty vigorously.
I can see Burma from my window. No.
Oh, that's what Scott Gross said. He didn't actually say that. Ty is typing once again, so we'll see what.
Ty should have come to the studio today to join us, just for the festivities and the spirits and the good vibe that he brings to the game. Bulldogs from the Grizzly 47. Morgan has Toscano. Short pass across the 50, across the 40, across the 35. He's out of bounds just at about the 34-yard line. Certainly enough for a first down for the Bulldogs. Yeah, Toscano just in the open field certainly has the strength and speed. Brings it all the way down to about the 34. Just under 12 minutes here remaining in the fourth quarter. Morgan from the shotgun. Limpini gets the handoff. He's around the end, running towards the corner. Dragged down, thankfully, by Juno, it looks like, at about the 15-yard line. Excellent play by Juno Picked up a first down, however.
Sadly, Ty had a project that he had to be doing, so that's why he is not here.
Oh,
he's here with us in spirit.
What subject?
Economics.
Oh.
So he's here with us in spirit.
Morgan, fake the handoff. Still on his feet, rolling right. Rolling left. We're cutting back to the middle. Pass across the middle. That's in the end zone. Intended for number 11, Green, but that is incomplete on the coverage for the Grizzlies.
That is the second.
Ben Dodge.
That is the second pass breakup in the end zone we've seen from Ben Dodge.
Very unusual here, but Morgan had an awful lot of time, Broden.
Yes.
Wasn't a whole lot of penetration or attack as we normally see. So he was able to roll right, cut back towards the middle, make the pass, but Ben Dodge had good coverage on the play. Morgan hands it off right up the middle. That's Mumpini, dragged down by, again, Juno. Juno's having a stellar day on defense as much as he is on offense.
He's kind of replacing Charlie Keith in that role. Charlie Keith was very good on defense.
Charlie Keith was very good on defense.
I don't think he gets enough credit for that, but
Morgan with Toscano in the backfield. 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Toscano gets the call on a delayed handoff almost. Tripped up from the line of scrimmage, but who else?
Juno again.
Juno again. It's going to keep the clock moving.
It's very nice. Oh, Burma was renamed Myanmar after
military
junta
in
1989.
Oh my gosh, this is facts that we'll never use again in our life.
Nope. Maybe I'll meet somebody from Burma someday and be like, well,
what is the language in Burma? Oh, well, if you watch the TV show 4 Christmases.
Nope.
Great movie.
You just said it was a TV show.
I'm sorry, not a TV show. A great movie with Vince Vaughn.
Oh.
And the really cute little blonde woman. What's her name? She's a peach. She's really cute. They both have divorced set of parents, and they want to go on vacation, but they try to tell all their families that they're going to help the needy kids in Burma.
Really?
It's hysterical.
We need to get some.
You need to get that clip.
We need to get some, like a poster from this movie.
With 4th and 6 on the clock, Bulldogs are bringing out Luca Toni for the 3-point field goal attempt, certainly within her range, as she kicked a 42-yard field goal in the Jamboree opening the season. Snap is good, kick is up, plenty of leg. And that is good. Luca Toni on the scoreboard.
They speak Burmese.
That's
where you probably get the term Burmese python.
41-14. The cute girl Alan is referring to,
Reese Witherspoon.
Boy, yeah, she's really cute. Vince Vaughn is terrific in this. He has a brother named Dallas and another brother. They start wrestling in the living room. They rip down the antenna from the TV. The house catches on fire. It's a barrel of laughs. Our family tradition, as of the last few years, is every Thanksgiving we watch 4 Christmases.
Why didn't you just say like the girl from Legally Blonde?
I don't know Legally Blonde.
You don't know Legally Blonde?
No, I didn't see that.
What? But you saw 4 Christmases. Can we get the poster?
You have to get the clip where they're waiting in front of the ticket person, and
I don't know if we can get
they're
clips.
pretending
we can't get clips.
They're being interviewed, but their flight is fogged in. They can't get there, and they're so upset with the travel, the front desk agent. Here are the Bulldogs kicking all the way down to the Grizzlies with a score of 41-14. That's a clean catch across the 20. That's Teixeira across the 30 on his feet. He's down at about the 35-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 to start out their first possession in the fourth quarter.
Nice little return from John there.
Excellent return. Rotten Tomatoes gave the movie a 24. I'm going to tell you right now, those rating agencies can stick it in their hat because it's a terrific movie. It is a barrel of laughs, and I promise you out there, if you
It's got this cute little peach in it, too, named Reese.
You're going to laugh and laugh and laugh. It's hysterical. And here's a note from the tight formation. I think that's Juno picking up maybe.
Jarrett got downfield and blocked there.
Yeah, I don't know if he got maybe a yard on that carry, but.
Watch Jarrett Hinault, the quarterback here.
Yeah, he's all the way downfield. He's blocking the free safety. Yeah, he's mixing it up with the free safety. That is a heck of a distance to travel from behind the line of scrimmage to get downfield to the free safety and stop block.
You know what else is a heck of a lot of different distance to travel? Burma.
Okay, let's do this. Here's Grizzlies. We got flags down on the play. I'm going to say Burma is probably close to 7,000 miles away.
Well, I like how we've spent all this time on Burma, but we glossed over the fact that Liberia also doesn't use the metric system. We haven't talked about Liberia.
When have you ever used Liberia? At least Burma is used in a movie and in a context. Burmese, you've heard that before. Liberia, you'd never heard of. So give attention to the little country.
No, it's like the place where you get books from, right? The Liberia.
There we go. Okay.
They don't measure thing. You know how they measure their books, their buildings there?
The height of the shelves?
No, by stories.
Look at you. You're on a roll, and he thinks he's the funny guy. He keeps going.
I wonder if anybody
from the tight formation, still on his feet. That's Hinault on the carry himself. He's across the 35, down at the 36-yard line.
If anybody at home got that, I will be
certainly not going to be enough, Broden, for a first down. But
no.
Look at the room that he did have some running room. Picked up about maybe 5 or 6 on the carry. Google says the travel time to Burma is about 20 hours.
That's
it's almost like
plane,
you have to leave
correct?
yesterday to get there tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you probably have to travel west because it's so far east. It's one of those. But I'm going to say it's approximately 7,000 miles away. I don't know. I'm curious.
Approximately.
Hinault, under center, tosses it out. I don't know who has the ball.
That's going to be White again.
That's going to be White again on the carry. He gets it to about just shy of the 40-yard line. Not going to be enough for the first down by any stretch, but going to bring up 4th and 6. We're going to see Lefebvre out in the field.
7,864 miles from New Hampshire to Burma.
Wow.
So
take that, Scott Gross.
That's a hike.
That's a good guess.
That is a hike.
That's a remarkable guess, if I might say so myself.
You know what?
We're actually doing this. Getting set to kick here is Lefebvre. 8 minutes remaining here in quarterfinal action. Lefebvre gets a low kick. Not very good, but again, that was into the wind. It's going to settle out at about the 46-yard line. Bulldogs will be 1st and 10 from their own 46. I got to tell you, Broden, going left to right across your TV screen is very, very difficult with the wind today.
Yeah. You're
back to Burma.
You were about 10.98% off for how far.
That's, in my book, that means I'm like 90%. That's like an A. 90% is an A.
Well, it'd be a like 89.12.
That's strong B+. Strong B+, A- category. I'm happy with that. You ask Scott. Scott would be happy with that guess.
We're going to see Scott.
Morgan in the shotgun. Toscano with the handoff. Wrapped up, gets away, cuts back to the middle. There's a lot of Grizzlies to help. I see Stinnett on the carry. I see Juno on the carry. Fragos and Picard. A lot of Grizzlies.
Largest country in the Southeast Southeast Asia. Really? India is not?
Largest country
no, it's
in
not
Southeast Asia.
I'd say it's more like Middle East, South, Middle South.
There's some fun facts.
We are having some very
Any
fun
famous
facts.
people from Burma?
Probably Barack Obama. I already said it.
Burma. 41-14, 7 minutes on the clock remaining in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 6 for the Dogs from Bedford, just inside
the DOGS.
midfield. The DOGS's from the Grizzly 49. That's Morgan. Keeps it himself. Looking for the option to pitch. Cuts back in the middle, spins around. That's B button on your Xbox. He's down at about the 35-yard line. That's going to move the chains. I'm wondering if we can pull up and see how many points the Bulldogs have let up this season. I believe the most, the most they've let up was, they did let in 27 from Bishop Girton. They let Keene put up 20. But that was probably late in the game.
So it's no longer called, is it now called Burma, or is it now Myanmar?
Myanmar since 1989, they said.
Okay. I got that mixed up.
Morgan to Toscano. No, Morgan still has it. Looks for the option. Tosses it back to Mumpini. The ball is loose. Grizzlies might be on it at the 40-yard line.
Yeah,
it's Grizzly ball.
Have it.
Officials are indicating Grizzly ball. And that was certainly a backwards pass. The ball is live, just off the fingertips. Let's see. I think it was Teixeira that kind of just off his fingertips. Somebody jumped on it and turned it over for the Grizzlies. Nice heads-up play. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 from their own 40 with 6:13 remaining in the fourth quarter. Gonna take one more look. Certainly tosses it back to Mumpini. Just off the fingertips of Teixeira, Grizzlies come up with a nice turnover. Wow, the former United Nations Secretary General is from Burma.
Huh.
Grizzlies trying to move that ball, still on his feet. He's across the 40. Picked up about 2 yards on the play is Juno.
Can we get can we get that fact back up again?
Former United Nations Secretary.
Yeah, but what was his name? Uthant. His first name is one letter.
I read it. I thought he said you that.
Uthant. Huh.
Uthant. All right.
Or is it like Uthant? There's always a possibility. You never know. Maybe it's a totally different sound in
Burmese. Broden, you gotta watch the movie.
Maybe it's like a dolphin sound.
Let's get back to the movie.
Maybe it's like a in
I gotta
Burmese.
tell you right now, you're gonna laugh.
I think I
watch it with your
harder
parents. They'll love it. Hanalt, immediate handoff, and that looks like it was to Baxter. Lost about maybe a couple of yards on that carry. We're at the 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies find themselves. I don't think that's right. I don't think it's 3rd and 9. I think it's going to be about 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
I think I laughed harder at you calling Reese Witherspoon a peach.
Cute little peach she is. When you see the movie, you're going to see, oh, Al's right. She's cute.
I know who Reese Witherspoon is.
Yeah,
but I don't think I would ever call any person a peach.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who has the ball, Broden. Clearly somebody on the top of the screen running really fast.
Oh, that's Brad Baxter.
That's Brad Baxter. He's across the 30. He's into Bulldog territory at about the 25. I could not see who had that ball.
No, until about like there.
Now that we can see the replay, Mumpini on the tackle. What a nice heads-up play here by the Grizzlies. Faking everybody out. Cameramen and everybody. 52 was getting down the field in a hurry for the Grizzlies.
That's Matt Dalton.
Matt Dalton. Like Andy Dalton.
People will watch this video years from now.
I wonder why in the world
there are random facts about Burma. Well, we explained it.
Yeah. I actually forgot how we got there. Oh, the metric system.
Metric system.
Hanal keeps it himself. He's up to about the 24-yard line.
If there are any football players watching this afterwards, you're welcome for informing you about Burma. This is what we talk about during your games. Because I know football players watch it. I watch.
But they fast forward. They probably mute it. They don't listen to us.
I know, because I had people saying, "Hey, I heard you. Hey, you
were." Nice. You're like the Bob Costas of Goffstown High School.
I don't want to say that.
Hanal to Stinnett. Stinnett picking up some yards on the play, maybe about 5. He makes it to about the 20-yard line.
I don't want to say Bob Costas because my eyes are in perfect health.
Yeah, he had a real red eye, huh?
Yeah. The Olympics a couple years ago.
It's pronounced
Mean.
Oh, wow. Colleen, maybe she's from Goffstown, is saying that it's pronounced Myanmar.
Myanmar. I like Burma.
Burma's a lot easier to say, Colleen, but thank you for that heads up. Maybe she's been. How crazy would that be? Hanal Pitch over to Juno. He breaks free. He's across. He's approaching, what's that, the 12-yard line. Grizzlies with a nice little toss to Juno.
We need to look up what movies were shot in Liberia now, because
No,
Alan just
let's
kind of
stick
brushed
with the
off.
Burma.
No,
We have
Alan
people
brushed off
tuning
Liberia.
in. We have
Alan
people
brushed
tuning
off
in.
Liberia.
We got people tuning in, Broden, and giving us input about Burma. I want to know if this Colleen either has an acquaintance there, a relative there, has been there herself.
Does anyone know a Liberian?
No, forget the Liberians.
Oh my! Don't say that.
Sounds
Don't say
like
that. Don't say
Liberian.
that. Do not say that.
Right up the middle. That's White, Josh White with the carry. He's inside the 10, down at about the 7-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the game here. Grizzlies trail by, well, that's everyday math. That's going to be hard to do because those are inverse numbers right there. It's 27, I'm being told. It's 41-14.
They can hear me too, so you didn't have to say it's 27 after I said it.
That's good. That's good. Oh, say, Colleen, she's loving this.
GHS.
I work at, all right, go Grizzlies. We love you guys.
All right.
All right, well, Colleen, thank you for the shout out.
Still doesn't know.
Quick pitch to Picard. Picard's getting knocked around. Balls comes loose. Bulldogs jump on it. Oh, ripped right down to the field aggressively.
That was Jarrett.
That was
Jarrett.
Hinault with the tackle. Put this kid on defense. Look at this. He manhandled him.
Wow.
Hinault with the tackle. He's not just a young quarterback with an arm. He can certainly play defense.
He did play some defense earlier in the season. He played at corner, I believe.
Love the intensity with under 2 minutes to go. Quarterfinal action. The Grizzlies are nowhere near giving up. You like to see that fighting spirit.
We still need to find some Liberians. We just kind of brushed away the fact and focused on Burma.
And it looks like they're going to just try to run the timeout. Morgan will take a knee. Grizzlies do have timeouts, but I can't imagine Huff is going to take the timeouts.
So we never got into running time because...
No, because we were just shy. I think at one point, Broden, the closest we came to running time was 38-6, so it was a difference of, that's when we did our math. Our simple everyday math was about 32 was the spread. We were short by a field goal, and I think that's what you had said. I think we're short by a field goal. And
they kicked that field goal, but it was a while after to make it 41.
They sure did.
Jonathan Texera is trying to pump up this Goffstown crowd. I don't think they're feeling
Well, the match has been set next Saturday. It will be on Saturday the 9th. The 10th.
Back in Bedford.
Back in Bedford, and it'll be the Merrimack Tomahawks take on the Bulldogs. I'm sure Merrimack will be thankful for the better field conditions than what they had today at their home field.
Do we have any when are the East and South games starting? Are they starting around 3 and 2? So what are the results? We got to look at the results.
Believe it or not, there's one game I saw on the news last night that's being played on Sunday.
Really?
Yeah, why is the game being played on Sunday is what I'm interested in.
That may be D2 because it didn't look like there were Sundays.
Folks, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. This was brought to you by GTV Studios. Behind the master control, the Wizard of Oz himself, the director is Adam McCune. He's the man who makes all the magic happen behind the studios to make us all look good. I'm Al Potvin, voice of the Grizzlies, and with me today is Broden McCune. We also want to thank Ty for helping us out through the season. Ty Gallagher, Steve Largy, and of course, Scott Gross. He's got tied up today, but it's been a great season. It's been a great couple of years now, and we'll look forward to the 2019 season for your hometown Goffstown Grizzlies. Keep your head up high, Grizzlies. Terrific season, and good luck, Bulldogs. Thank you for tuning in.
See ya.